is Ian Lodge, and this is my Digital Theory and Applications Learning Outcome 2 and 3 video. After clicking on the Pro Tools icon, I go up to the File and Create New Session. This opens a box that allows us to create a session from a template or create a blank session. I chose the blank session as it allows us to start the session from scratch. From here we could adjust the audio file type, the bit depth, the sample rate and the I/O settings. Selecting a bigger bit depth creates larger file sizes but allows us to keep most of the audio. This is the same with the sample rate. The Pro Tools HDX system I'm using on this computer allows us up to 192 kHz. Bet your best to change the I/O settings because it might not be suitable for the session. I created a new folder for the session as this allows us all the information to be in one folder. This could stop any audio going missing into different folders. To import the files into my Pro Tools session, I go to File, Import, then to Audio File. This allows me to open up a window where I can select my audio files. Importing my files into my session will create a folder that will allow all my audio to be in one folder. I want all the audio to be as separate tracks, so I click New Track. Pro Tools has now imported the file safely and are visible on the main session screen and the mix screen. To identify the tracks more easily, there is a color coding system and I could also rename tracks. By clicking on the track name, this brings up a menu where I could change the name there. Changing the names could be helpful as it'll organise your session. I also created groups. In this session I grouped the bass guitars together. This allows me to mix the instruments together, making the mix process easier. If needed, I could also solo and mute certain tracks. shown in this session. If I move one of the faders on the bass tracks, all of them will move. I also included a master track. This controls the overall mix, and inserting the Maxim plugin allows me to set the overall sound. I set the overall sound to minus 10 dB, which is BBC standard. I inserted a bus onto an auxiliary track with the desired effect. Inserting the bus onto the track allows the effect to work with several other tracks. I could also insert plugins into certain tracks. This allows me to have control over the track, but also uses more processing power. Another feature to Pro Tools 10 is the DPS plugins. The DPS plugins works through the Pro Tools HPDX CPU processor, which puts less strain on the computer CPU. There is also a setting called Audio Suite. This allows you to insert an effect on parts of the audio. After you choose your settings on the effect, you press render, and that makes the effect work on the audio track. The I/O setting shows the routing between the desk and the DAW through the Pro Tools HDX. The disk menu shows the CPU that is being used up. The more effects in the larger sessions, the more CPU will be used up. For bouncing down the tracks, make sure the highlighting tool